I said, Mama, Mama, there are so many of you crying. Said, brother, 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 there are so many of you dying. You know we got to find a way to bring some love into the day. Oh, Father, 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 there's no need to escalate. He said, war is not the answer, but only love can conquer it. You know, we've got to find a way to bring some love into the day. Oh, pick it alive and pick it sunny. Don't punish me when brutality. Talk to me, you can see. Oh, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. Oh, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. Woo! Don't you punish me when brutality. Come on and talk to me. If you can see, oh, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. Oh, what's going on? You tell me what's going on. Woo! Yeah. I wanna know.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ryan Watley. I'm on the board of directors for Palm Bluff Rising. I would like to welcome you this evening to a really, really exciting time in Palm Bluff. We had the mayor's breakfast this morning, which we had a wonderful turnout, and we ate together as a community, and now we're kind of at the end of the day to kind of cap it off. Are you guys enjoying the band? That's the on-call band. They're all from Pine Bluff. I've known them all my life, and they're going to put on a show for us tonight, we're sure. Again, I thank you guys for coming. Pine Bluff Rising, this is what it's about. The idea that we can eat together in the morning, pray together, be thankful to each one of our own particular God, and come together in the evening to be able to celebrate, socialize, and commune with each other. And there's no other way to start this evening off than having our mayor giving us some words of encouragement and give us an update. So I'd like to welcome to the stage our mayor, Shirley Washington. Give her a hand, please.
Good evening, everybody. Ryan just said we ate together this morning, But we ate together, we prayed together, and there was some good fellowship. And there was that spirit of unity that was ushered in, and that was our goal this morning. And we're successful. We prayed for 500, and we had more than 500, closer to 600 people in attendance at our first Unity breakfast this morning. And we thank all of you who came to support us. And you know, just now, I left a wonderful gathering at the co-op over on 6th Street, young people participating in the Knowledge Bowl. And I was so impressed at the knowledge that those young people have acquired of Black history. They were doing so well that it was very difficult for me to even just break away. So proud of our young people, so proud of what I saw at L.L. Owen Elementary School the other morning, and then at Pine Bluff High School on yesterday morning. Our community really moving forward. I was really hoping to see more young people in the audience today, and that's one of the things that we're going to have to work on as we move forward with Pine Bluff Rising. And we're going to do, Tom, just for you, we're going to have to pull out one of those times when we have nobody in the house but the young people. We'll pack this room with young people. How about 2,000 young people coming out for Pine Bluff Rising? We can make it happen. We may have to change the day from a Thursday night to maybe a Saturday morning. I don't know, but we can make it happen. So I think we should shoot for that as our goal the next time around. In this audience, I do see some amazing young people. I met some at the front tables out as I was coming in. And I want these students to know that we're grateful to see these young people who are working. And not only are they working for the now, but they're working for their future as we work with Pine Bluff Rising and the other initiatives to make Pine Bluff that great place. I want our young people to know that knowledge is power. It's really quiet in here. So can we raise it for the hour? Can all the young people say 3 times, knowledge is power? Knowledge is power. One more time. Knowledge is power. One more time. Knowledge is power. Yes, young people, knowledge is power. You are the future of our great city and the commitment to making it better than ever before. I see so many churches. I walked in with Matt Mosler as I approached the lot, off the lot this evening. Churches represented here, church members, and we had so many here this morning. Let me hear you say, praise the Lord 3 times. Praise the Lord. Come on, Dr. Dennis. One more time. Let's do it a little better than that. Come on. I'm grateful to all you faith leaders who are here ready to join us in cleaning up our community, mentoring our young people, and moving our city forward. I see so many visionary entrepreneurs, members of our business community here tonight. I see you hardworking citizens of Pine Bluff. Let me hear you say, working hard 3 times. Get ready. Working hard, working hard, working hard. With all of my conviction, I believe that Pine Bluff is stronger together. It would take all of us working together to get to where we want to go. But I believe that with the spirit of hope, hard work, everyone in this room and everyone in this city, we will get there. Who's ready to build a Pine Bluff with the best schools in the nation? Who's ready to build a Pine Bluff where businesses flourish and every citizen has an opportunity to experience success? Who's ready to build a Pine Bluff that is a great place to live for everyone? Who is ready to build a Pine Bluff where nobody, absolutely nobody, is left behind? Who is ready to see Pine Bluff rise up, rise up? Who's ready to see Pine Bluff rise again? That is what Pine Bluff Rising is all about. All of us working together for the city we love. There are so many ways to get involved and to work towards these goals. It can mean joining us for our spring cleanup that's going to take place during our spring day of service, March 11th, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., starting at Pine Bluff High School. It can mean joining your local neighborhood association or supporting the organizations and initiatives you hear about tonight. With your help, together, we will build Pine Bluff into the home that we can all be proud of. One Pine Bluff, stronger together. Thank you so much for being here as we move forward.
Thank you, Mayor Washington. What I know about Mayor Washington is that, and what we should all appreciate, is that she is working really, really hard to get the things accomplished that she has. Tom likes to say she's drinking the ocean out of a straw, and it's true. I know just from watching her, and I admire her ability to juggle the many tasks that she has before her, and she does it effectively and efficiently. So just let's give her another round of applause for that. You see, she made several announcements concerning community activities. And that's really the purpose of this summit. We want the left hand to know what the right hand is doing. We want to create a balance between the negative and the positive, and we want to put actually the negative out of balance. And here we come to announce several opportunities to create positive news and positive news that has occurred. We have a new police chief, and we would like to bring him forward to talk about the things that are on his heart. He's from this area, and he knows this community like no one else. So at this time, I'd like to bring to the stage Police Chief Ivan Whitfield.
Good evening. You all just give me just 1 minute. I'm not used to seeing my name on. Okay. First of all, let me say thanks be unto God who given me this opportunity. I want to say thank you, and I always do the proper protocol to Mayor Washington for entrusting me with the best appointed job that the city of Pine Bluff has. Yet, one of the most important jobs that the city of Pine Bluff has to offer. My job is to assure that the citizen of Pine Bluff has a safe living in and out of their homes. So therefore, I can't do it without the help of the men and women that have sworn to uphold the law. So therefore, we have joined together and we have pledged to this community. Whether some say that this community consists of 47,000 or 49,000, we have a service we call public safety. We feel like if we play our part of the puzzle, that 47 or 49,000 in a year or so will be 51,000. We just believe that if we continue to do public safety the way it's supposed to be, our population will continually grow. But what stands before us are the issues and concern that all community have to deal with. It's this thing that we call crime. I say to you tonight that we have put initiative in place, and I wouldn't dare take the credit for all those initiatives that's there. Our forefathers, the other chiefs of police and that have came before me, laid that foundation. And it is our intention to continue to do those things that are required to have a safe community. But now let me say to you, I'm from a small town called Helena, and we believe that we cannot do anything if the citizens don't work with us. I heard Reverend Davis say something at one of his sermons. He said, we have a hood and we have neighbors, and it's time for us to put the neighbors back in the hood and create a positive neighborhood. The Pine Bluff Police Department wants to say to you all that we are planning on doing our part. And if we deliver the service that you pay your hard-earned tax money for, we do believe businesses will relocate. We do believe homes, not just houses, homes will develop back in the city of Pine Bluff. Mayor Washington have tasked me. Even on last night, they voted for quality of life to come back to the Pine Bluff Police Department. I say to you tonight, she have asked for it to be evaluated, administrated in a positive light. There were some mistakes made, but I think it was made not willingly, not under the table. It was just mistakes made trying to do the right thing to produce the right product. So there was some complaint filed in reference to high cost of things. We're going to change that, but we're going to make quality of life, whether it be called quality of life or code enforcement, we're going to make it stronger, better. We're going to be professional with all the citizens. We're going to talk to them as we would talk to our own parents. We're going to encourage them and work with them. Now, one goal that I have asked Mayor Washington, and we're going to be talking about in the future, the Pine Bluff Police Department needs and desire a cadet program. All of our children should not have to leave our area to go and find a job, but yet they're not ready to be a police officer today. But if we employ them as a cadet and we place them in good location where we can monitor them, we can mold them, and we can shape them, I see great things coming for our community. Pine Bluff has the best police children's program this side of the Mississippi. No city, check the record, no city that I know of. Matter of fact, if somebody had time, you can go to the other side of Mississippi and find any city that has a baseball camp, a basketball camp, a pay camp, school resource officers doing coloring contests. We have mentor programs. We have internships. We lay it out for our children, but we can't do it without your tax money. So I say to you tonight, I thank Dr. Wallace for saying Chief of Police, but let me correct that. I am the interim Chief of Police, but now nobody comes in the office and say, let me speak to the interim Chief of Police, but we okay with that. This task is going to be good and great. I say to you tonight, thank you all for coming out. You know my number. If you don't, it's 489-9953. If there's any service we can give you, please call us. We're only a phone call away. And as I end, I say to you tonight, I'm Ivan Whitfield, the interim chief of the Pine Bluff Police Department, and I'll approve that message. May God bless you.
I know one thing, if I ever need the police, I'm never gonna call asking for interim. Chief is sincere about kids. When I first met him, when I first moved back, probably like a week after I moved back, having me unload all my stuff, he asked me to come speak to the juvenile detention center kids. And that was very eye-opening. And he told me that's where his heart was from day one. And so that's why the police department has all those programs that he mentioned, because our leaders are concerned about our children. We have some more people here. We're expecting 2,000. We're almost there. We're gonna bring our next speaker to the stage. He's a man that I know who is trustworthy, he's humble, and he's diligent. You guys, please welcome to the stage Fire Chief Sean Howe.
Good evening. I just want to thank everyone for coming out this evening and being a part of such a great program. I won't dare try to compete with the police chief, but we're in the same line of business, public safety. But we have a different mission, a different cause. My primary goal as fire chief is to try to prevent fires from happening, prevent emergencies from happening. We have a few buzzwords within the fire community that we like to use. One of them is all hazards. And that says we respond to a number of things. Yes, fire department has been our tagline for so many years, Pine Bluff Fire Department, but we respond to much more than fire calls. We respond to medical calls, motor vehicle accidents, water rescue, entrapments, and the list goes on. It's pretty much, if you have an emergency and you call 911, we'll come. And that calls for a great wide array of training and requirements to our members. And that's why can't say enough about our members that make up the fire department. And we have great individuals, men and women, and yes, we are steadily increasing the number of women that are involved in the fire service. But they have to be cross-trained in so many disciplines, and it's an ongoing process. And that's what we bring to the table, is to make sure we have the best individuals to provide the best level of service to you when you make that call for 911 and need your assistance. So that is my pledge to you, is to make sure that we have the best trained and equipped personnel throughout this region to provide the best service to you. And when I hear of programs like the number of programs that are going on right now in our community that are speaking to improving the quality of life within Pine Bluff, I get excited, because it wasn't too long ago that we had the 5/8 cents tax passed with the bond projects attached to it. And it allowed us to have a new fire station built in this community. It allowed us to purchase fire trucks, new equipment, upgrade a number of things that were long overdue, not so much for the men and women of the fire department, but for you as citizens. And it all leads to our motto, which is focusing on the community. You know, that's at the heartbeat of everything we do, focusing on the community. And everything we do or try to do within the community is with that thought. It's with the community. How can this best serve the community? How can we help the individuals in their time of need? A lot of times our work is done in the late night hours, early mornings, out of sight, out of mind. And as I see a lot of familiar faces, I'm often asked, how are things going in the fire department? I say, well, you hadn't needed our services or hadn't had to call on us, that's a good day. You know, so that's what we're after. Is you know, we're necessary evil, we understand that, but a good day for us is when you didn't need us. And that's what we want to do. But if we have to be called on, we want to be ready, we want to be equipped. And it's programs like this that we're talking about today, and the mindset of lifting up the community as one. We're all in this together. A lot of you have been here for the ups and downs throughout our community, and we want to go up. It's time for uptick. We've been down long enough. You know, we've been down long enough. It's time for uptick. And we're not going to do it as individuals. We have to do it as a team, as a unit. And those are some of the buzzwords that are flying around: teamwork, unity, family. All it's saying is that we have to be together. We can't do it as individuals. We can't do it as particular groups or get in our own silos as we talk things through. We have to work together. And without that, we have nothing. We have nothing. We'll rise together, or we'll perish individually. So I don't want to see that happen to my city, as I like to say it. I didn't speak a lot about me, but I am born and raised right here in Pine Bluff. This is my home. I don't plan on going anywhere. Been here my entire life for its living. I did a little stint away for college, but this has always been home, always will be. And I want to see good things come from Pine Bluff. And I think we can do that through a united effort. It's enough need to go around that everybody can play a role. You know, it doesn't have to be one particular group or one particular individual to take us where we need to be. It's going to be a group effort. And that's something I cherish when I go to different entities throughout the community and I see some of the familiar faces, same faces on different committees, involved with different groups, social groups, charity groups, and things of that nature. It's a good feeling to see familiar faces, and I see a lot of familiar faces here, and I know a lot of you from a lot of different entities, and I challenge you to just find a way to come together. Sometimes we have a lot of differences about how we're going to get there, but let's work on that one common goal of lifting Pine Bluff up and taking it back to the rightful place it needs to be as one of the better places in Arkansas within this state to want to live and live in, because we have a lot to offer. And we got to get there as a unit, not individually. And as far as the fire department goes, what we're continuing to work on is to elevate our level of service. You know, approximately in 2000, we entered the EMS world, where we started out providing EMS service, and that is a constant evolvement. And some of you, I know personally, have had to use our services for yourself or your family members. So that is our biggest challenge, to continue to improve in that area and not forget about our standby, our fire service. But the EMS world is constantly changing, our needs are changing, and we want to continue to elevate that level of service within the community. I could go on about the number of programs that we're involved with. Oftentimes we're partnership with a lot of programs, so we partnership with a lot of programs, but that list is very extensive. But if anyone has a program that needs our assistance, you can feel free to contact me or our office, and we'll gladly be there. We have numerous fire prevention activities and programs we can provide, and we do focus on the children, because if we can get it ingrained into the younger children and they keep that training as they grow up into adults, it makes our jobs a lot easier, it makes our communities a lot safer, and it just makes everything come together as a whole. So continue to support the fire department, continue to support the fire members, the members of the fire department, myself, and I continue to do anything within my power to uplift this community and be supportive of the endeavors that are going to be on the positive and raise this community to the next level. So again, I say thank you for coming out this evening. Thank you for your support, not only from myself, but the fire department, the mayor, police chief, everyone. It's a team effort. We must unite and do this as a team. So thank you for having me. Thank you for coming out this evening.
The one thing that our great police chief and our great fire chief forgot to mention was their new buildings. We have a new fire station, right? We have a new police station, right? And I had the opportunity to walk through there, and I got out of there because I didn't want them to lock me up. It's too nice. I get chills when I go to the police station. Not that I'm guilty of anything, I just don't like going in there. Come meet me at my office. Hey, we got a wonderful treat for the thousands that showed up tonight. Seriously, you know, this is really a big improvement from what we had. Our first meeting was 50. Our second meeting was about 150. And if I had to guess, it'd be about 300 people here, you say? So we're moving on up, maybe more than that. Yes, we wanted more. That means we just have to get with our marketing department and really put some more fire into them. But I want to introduce to some and welcome to others the On Call Band. Give them a hand. They got a nice treat for you guys. Take your time, Shaw. Take your time.
Big bro, how you doing? How everybody doing out there? Just a little old school music for you. Little Temptation, see if y'all know something about them. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. Well, I get you say what can make
giving us a prelude to their next concert that will be here, Christmas. We want you guys to make sure you promote these guys. They're very good. Don't you agree? You're very talented, right? Palm Bluff song, Palm Bluff song. Next, we have one of my favorite parts of this summit is announcing achievements. You recall at our last meeting and our other summits, we always talk about executionable action. We don't come here just to talk. We come here to hear information, figure out how we can participate in those plans, such as what our two chiefs have and our mayor have outlined. They have given a lot of information and not necessarily issued a challenge in their words, but I'm issuing the challenge to participate or find your niche in what they announced. And our next, if I can direct your attention to the stage, this is called Palm Bluff, hashtag Palm Bluff Rising, hashtag We Are Palm Bluff. On the stage we have here is part of our cleanup that we've been doing around Palm Bluff. We see this was an effort by Highland Pellets where they went on Industrial Drive on about a 2-mile stretch, and they picked up how many bags you say? 50 foot? 50 4-foot bags of trash. And give them a hand, please. That's a good initiative. That's great. I mean, and that was a response to a challenge given by a small community group over by 34th Avenue. But what's more important is that they have went to, or they're going to go to Mundy, Tyson, and other manufacturing companies in Industrial Park and ask them to also participate in a monthly cleanup where shifts will go out to keep that area clean. And so I think that's a big preventative measure and an executionable action. So give them another round of applause, please. Does anyone know where this place is in here? Anyone? It's in Palm Bluff. Where's that? St. Peter's, yes. I spent 7 years in this place with the nuns, and they discipline. Nuns really, really know how to discipline. Spanky good. Your hands. This is a special place to me, and I had the chance to visit. I was challenged. A lady in the audience last summit said that because I provided meals for people at Christmas, she challenged me to come to the soup kitchen. So I had no choice but to go. And once I got there, this is some of what I seen Miss Curry there. You may have known her. She's a member of St. Peter's Catholic Church, and she's been going there for years. And this area right here is very unique because when I got in there, this area is now, you see a kitchen, but this used to be a stage at St. Peter's where they would put on the Christmas play and Peter Pan and the rest. I actually played Peter Pan one year. And so I was like, wow. That kind of hurt me, but I saw the good work they were doing, and I was saying the change was okay. I was glad for change because of the benefit that they were providing. So they're there every Saturday, starting at 11:30. Every Saturday they're there, and lately they've been feeding about 80 to 100 people each Saturday. So again, I'm challenging people to attend and participate. And a Palm Bluffian who also went to St. Peter's Catholic School, Mr. Troy Alley, he actually did a lot of work on the gym. He actually reconstructed that stage into that at no cost. It was an in-kind gift. And so they have facilities, but of course, when you're dealing with a soup kitchen, you're always in need of donations, whether it's paper plates or capital assets. So we can't give our neighbor. We pretty much serve the same people, right, Leland? But it's just very important that we participate in these type of missions, okay? So the initiative commitments. Also during this this past month, we talked about different things that were low-hanging fruit. And we consider cleanups being low-hanging fruit, something that anyone can take out an hour of their day, a group of people, and make a difference. And so during that month, we have, if I can have representatives from Highland Baptist Church, if you're here, Bethany Chapel, New St. Hurricane, and Allen Temple, one of your representatives, if you're here, could you come on stage, please, real quickly? Quickly. These churches have agreed to adopt spots. New St. Hurricane is going to adopt 34th Avenue. Allen Temple has agreed to adopt a couple spots around their church. And you're from?
Bethany Chapel.
Bethany Chapel. I'm not sure what they're going to exactly adopt.
We have already adopted a spot. We're
Okay.
On State Street. Bethany Chapel Youth Department has adopted a spot from State Street, straight down 13th, all the way past, I can't remember the other, cross street. It's like 7 or 8 blocks. And we've had that adopted spot now for about 3 years.
So, I remember Mayor Washington said there were many other churches in the audience. If you are a church and you will commit to getting with Clean and Beautiful outside and adopt a spot around your church, please come on. Please come on. Please, we need to recognize you because it's about inspiring you and inspiring others. So we need you to come on. Anybody else going once? You sound like a preacher now. This is for churches, but we will get to. You're just individual. Oh, this Clean and Beautiful. Oh, but we need you anyway. You're a very important piece. Clean and Beautiful will provide all these supplies that you need to participate in these cleanups. So this is a very good piece of the puzzle. And she had a lot to do today. She told me she would come, so I'm glad she's here. She gonna have to tell me, Miss Liddell. Okay. Fool me once.
Old St. James Missionary Baptist Church Scholars Ministry already has adopted a spot from Old St. James all the way down to Emmanuel Baptist on both sides of the street.
So, I'm certain that you guys know your sister churches or other churches that would love to participate in such an endeavor. So the challenge to you guys is to bring us material to put up on this screen next month. Something or the administrative piece that you have set in place to be able to adopt the next spot. And to inspire another church to participate in this effort. I thank you guys for coming on stage. Any individuals that would like to stand and say they're going to adopt a spot or make an initiative? This is just an open challenge. We got one. You got to do it here, not in New Hampshire. Got 2. That's good. That's good. So Clean and Beautiful, please, got 2 more. Again, this is just an idea until we begin to stand up and take ownership. We got another one. Thank you so much. This is going to begin once everyone begins to adopt the spots. And you see, most of our adopted spots are on the highways now. And we very rarely go out there to pay them any mind. But once we get our more adopted spots inside the city, we ride by them very frequently where they're close to our jobs and we can see where they need maintenance on them. That's why it's important. This initiative is so important. And yes, we have at this point in time, Palm Bluff, we have to do more than our fair share. We have to do more than our fair share at this point in time until we get it to where we want it to be. But Palm Bluff Rising is about that. Now, we talked about TOPS last time. TOPS is targeting our people's priorities with service. The executive director is Annette Dove, and she is actually in the hospital right now, but she's doing well. But TOPS Chelsea Clinton came down and did a story on TOPS, as you can see on NBC, and it has done wonders for her organization. Not only that, the New York Times columnist Nicholas Kristof came and did a story with Annette Dove. And through this rebranding of her new website, to be able to show the wonderful things she's doing with kids. How much has she been able to raise, Tom? Approximately or relatively? She's been able to raise 6 figures to provide for kids, meals, trips, college activities, and we just want to wish Annette Dove well so she can get back to work. But this is a very important program. For those that don't know, TOPS is located in Townsend Park. And it's very wonderful what she's doing. So let's give her a hand even in her absence. Next, we're going to have the representative from the Ivy Center for Education to come up. So I'll let them have the stage. Remember, no hands in your pockets.
Good evening. Good evening. That's a little dry. Can you be a little louder for me? Yeah, we got thousands, 2,000, 3,000 is what I'm looking at. Can we get a little louder? Gotcha. Good evening. I am Elise Dart and I'm a junior at Palm Bluff High School, also a member of Ivy Center for Education. We are here this evening to tell Palm Bluff that students can help change the image of our city by living up to the mission of Ivy Center for Education, which is to promote excellence in academics and character. Truly, you must display both in and outside of the classroom. Students, we challenge you to listen and pay attention to your teachers so that you can prepare for a great future. You must have discipline in the classroom and everywhere you go. As a member of Ivy Center for Education, it is great to be with students who are focused and preparing for a bright future. We meet each Tuesday at Faith Presbyterian Church located at 913 University Drive from 6 to 7 p.m. Oh yes, did I say that we have a very supportive parents and ICE board members who also encourage us to become successful and to maybe one day make Palm Bluff our future homes because there will be great jobs and we will be prepared for them. The Ivy Center for Education, also known as ICE, was formed on May 21st, 2004, out of the desire to improve the social, cultural, and educational outcomes of the students in Jefferson County community grades 7 through 12. Students and parents are attracted to our program because it offers a reward upon program completion. Since 2006, the Ivy Center for Education takes students, parents, and chaperones on a college tour and enrichment program. Palm Bluff, Arkansas, Jefferson County is a relatively small community where everyone knows a little about each student and their family unit. This uniqueness brings about a certain amount of trust between ICE and the students they serve. As a result, students are eager to learn and follow the advice and guidance of board members, mentors, and great parents. Another unique qualification of ICE is that we have a speakers bureau where community, state, and national leaders are invited to share their experiences from youthful impulsiveness to goal-oriented adults enjoying successful careers. Speaking such as state representatives Vivian Flowers and Kenneth Ferguson, Shelley Ingram from UAPB Channel 24, UAPB student Courtney White, and Raven Harris from Bluff City Radio. One of our mentors, Mr. Al Ashley, president of the Arkansas Mentoring and Networking Association, who has been an inspiration towards helping us to stay grounded and believe that the sky is no longer the limit, because truly, we can go beyond the sky. December 29, 2016, the Ivy Center co-sponsored the first annual holiday luncheon with AMNA in Little Rock, Arkansas at the Embassy Suites Hotel. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Alan Smith. I am a sophomore at Pine Bluff High School. We are also in partnership with the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff STEMS program. Dr. Cedric Rice, Assistant Professor of Biology at UAPB, has introduced robotics to the students who are interested in becoming engineers. Our mentor, Dr. Rice, has conducted several workshops that broaden our horizons. After touring MIT this past summer during the annual college tour, ICE students who are seeking to become engineers are looking forward to a great future. During the robotics workshops, students worked with Lego Wiru 2.0 and Mindstorm's EV3 kits to prepare to build and program robots. The activities reinforce critical thinking skills, teamwork, and group learning dynamics and encourage students to consider science, technology, engineering, and mathematics STEM majors. Kits were provided by the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff Math and Science Pre-College Center. We are also excited about our partnership with the University of Arkansas for the Medical Sciences, UAMS. According to the Association of American Medical Colleges 2015 and 2016, the total enrollment of African Americans in medical school in Arkansas was 29 out of 705. We truly believe that we can raise our own medical professionals, stated Mrs. Maddie Collins, president of the Ivy Center for Education. Students 7th through 12th grades are being trained in a program called Crub's Club, which is designed to create an educational path into health-related careers. The training includes introduction into health careers, MCAT prep, PCAT prep, goal setting, and preparing now for a medical career. Academic advising and volunteering opportunities have been provided for students in Club Scrub, including me. At the completion of the 6 months training, students will participate in a completion program where they will be evaluated by UMS South Central staff. As a reward for completing the program, students will receive their first white coat and stethoscope in April 2017. I should add that we are very excited, especially me. Ms. Renisha Ward is our workshop facilitator.
Good evening. I am Gerard King and I am a sophomore at Pine Bluff High School. Since 2012, the Ivy Center for Education has partnered with the University of Arkansas Office of Diversity Affairs Outreach to present ACT work prep shops for students 7th through 12th grade throughout Jefferson County and surrounding areas. The program has been very successful and we have benefited greatly. The entire 2016 ICE students are all enrolled in college and the majority receive scholarships. Each year, since 2014, the Ivy Center for Education has taken students and chaperones on the Arkansas Field Studies trip where we visit the Heifer Ranch in Perryville, Arkansas, the Clinton Library, and the Museum of Discovery in Little Rock, Arkansas. We also have a great time with the mentors Dr. Charles Colin and Dr. Ryan Watley, where they come in and demonstrate why a major in STEM is important and that when selecting a college to always look at UAPB first. We really appreciate the UAPB Lions program and the UAPB recruitment. Currently, we are preparing for the 2017 college tour, June 3rd through 15th. We will tour the following universities: NYU, Columbia, Princeton, Howard, Duke, North Carolina A&T, Morehouse, Spelman, Clark, and Jackson State. We will also tour historical sites and museums and hopefully take in a Broadway show. In closing, we would like to thank everyone who has supported our program through the years and ask for your continued support. We encourage you to donate at least $25 to the Ivy Center for Education during Arkansas Gives Day, which is Thursday, April 6th. Arkansas Gives Day is sponsored by Arkansas Community Foundation. Just log on to www.arkansasgives.org at 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and search for the Ivy Center for Education. Your donations will be used to sustain our programs and our upcoming college tour. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Give our students a hand. Next, we're going to have their leader come to the stage. The superintendent of Pine Bluff School District, Dr. Michael Robinson. Please give him a hand.
Come on and put your hands together for these young people. And I know you can do a lot better than that. You can do better than that. Excellence every day, all day is what we believe in Pine Bluff School District. And I'm so proud of them and the work that they're doing at Pine Bluff High School. I was there on yesterday for the Black History program and I was speechless. I just couldn't say anything other than, my God, look at these kids. They are already in their future. I want to tell you a little bit about what's going on in Pine Bluff School District and some of the things that we are currently working on. I know I've seen one of our media specialists, any other of our scholars that are here, would you please stand? Any of our scholars from Pine Bluff School District, would you please stand? All of our scholars. There are two in the back, thank you. Any of our employees, teachers, counselors, anyone, please stand. We have one right here, thank you, thank you. I am because they are. In Pine Bluff School District, we have what we call the coherence framework, which is our guiding tool. That is the instrument by which we do the work that we do each and every day. That is what we call the coherence framework, but a part of that is called the theory of change. And if we focus on culture, data, and performance with a lens on numeracy and literacy, then we're going to have outstanding academic achievement for all scholars, and that is our systemic goal, to have outstanding academic achievement for all scholars. We are in a transformational state right now in Pine Bluff School District. You have a new superintendent that is coming in from the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. Although I am born and raised and proud to be a Southerner, I'm born and raised right in the deep South in Louisiana. But I've been gone for about 21 years from the South and have moved around in different places. But there is no place like being in the South. Trust me, there's not. You can clap on that one. Yes. On yesterday, as I was driving to the Black History program, I don't know, for whatever reason, I was just really excited, and because I couldn't wait to get to the program. I had heard so many wonderful things about it, and trust me, it was all that and a bag of chips. I was so proud. I'm gonna have those singers when we have our board awards. Any of our board members here tonight? Mr. Dabner, our board president, let's give him a hand, please. When we are going to be having, for our employees, we're going to be having a Pine Bluff School District Board Awards, and I definitely am going to have that choir and the orchestra singing and playing for that. But we're talking about numeracy and literacy. We do have a systemic literacy plan by which we are implementing this school year. And I've been talking about literacy since I came on the scene in June. It's really important for us to understand that if we do not focus on the culture around literacy and numeracy, we are not going to have outstanding academic achievement for all scholars, and that is our mission. It is important also that we know that we are in the transformational stage of reforming and transforming our CTE program. I had just left that meeting this afternoon, talking about what my vision is, what our vision is around the transformation around career and technical education. We are proud that this year coming up in our new 17-18 school year, we're going to transform Broadmoor Elementary School is going to become a STEAM school. That is something that I told the board when I came to interview, that I am a strong believer in STEM. I'm a former STEAM and STEM principal when I was a middle school principal. We're also going to have Project Lead the Way and AVID. Project Lead the Way is an embracement of STEM when you get to the junior high and high school level. We're also going to have AVID, which is a college and career ready program. Trust and believe that instruction is changing in Pine Bluff School District. So I know that, you have probably heard all the horror stories of this new superintendent who is coming to Pine Bluff, but I'm a teacher first. And anything that I ask teachers to do, you can believe that I can go into the classroom and model it for them and demonstrate what my expectations are for them and for our scholars. And we have some awesome teachers. We had a phenomenal time. And again, I wanted to congratulate Pine Bluff High School and also Bel Air Middle School for the work that they have done. And that work was guided before I even got here by Miss Alicia Smith, who was not able to be here tonight. But they came off the academic list. Come on, I know you can do better than that now. We hear so many horror stories. I get the calls, what you gonna do about this? But I'm talking about some things we can celebrate. So give it up for Pine Bluff High School and Bel Air Middle School. Yes, thank you. We're also pushing mentorship in the Pine Bluff School District. And not all of our children are coming, and I call them scholars, are coming from a home where they have that support. And so we need more mentors to mentor both our males and our female scholars throughout our district. We're also going to be moving with an entrepreneurial program for next year in one of our other elementary schools. I'm not going to disclose that because I have not yet spoken with the staff. They'll find out this week though, coming up, that their school is going to have an entrepreneurial program. And we're doing some, I'm telling you, you're going to hear about some of the fabulous things that we're doing in Pine Bluff School District. We've got to move. We cannot stay stagnant. We cannot stay in the same place that we were in last year. And if we expect to get different results and move this district to a place where we can be proud of it, I need your support. That means that you're going to have to support us with your deeds, with your efforts, with your energy, and with your mouth. Say positive things in support of what the school district is trying to do, because we're going to move this district forward. I hear about all of the negativity, but let me tell you something. Every day in each of our buildings, there is positive things happening. These are things that we don't talk about a lot, but we have scholars each and every day that are excelling at high volumes. We have students in our schools who are doing some phenomenal things with the arts, with music. And I said and I've said this over and over again, but I said this on yesterday and again today. Pine Bluff, if I can't say anything else, I can say this, that we have some of the most talented people in the Pine Bluff School District and in the Pine Bluff community in Jefferson County. That is a rarity to have that much talent, and as I see it and seek it, I'm going to use it. Because I want our kids, I want our teachers, I want our community, even though I'm not born and raised here, I don't have to be, I pay taxes, and I want the best for our school district. In closing, I want to say that it has been a pleasure. In the midst of everything that you have heard, some may be true and some are not. You could always ask me, I'll tell you, I'm very direct. But I have had a wonderful time since June 3rd, June 2nd, whatever time I got here. But I have had a phenomenal time being your instructional leader and CEO of the Pine Bluff School District. It is my pleasure to serve. I'm a servant leader, very humble. I'm very passionate about the work that we are doing in the Pine Bluff School District. And so, although things may not be where we want them to be, we will never be the Pine Bluff that it used to be. We can't. Those characters don't exist anymore. We're going to be better than we've ever been in the future, and we're starting that right now in the present. Thank you, and have a great evening.
Great speech, great speech, great speech. Hey, it's wonderful to be able to meet our people in leadership. Some of you may not have had a chance to meet Dr. Robinson. This is actually my first time. And so it's good to be able to engage these individuals and know who to contact. That's very important. Hey, we have another special treat. We want to welcome back the on-call band.
How y'all doing? You ready to jam a little bit more? Can I do a little old school for the old school lovers? Y'all put your hand like you do it back. Come on. Mr. Al bring one of the songs back in the day. Go with a little something like this. You don't hear me sing. Girl, I so in love with you. If you want to, it's alright with me. And you make me feel so brand new. And I want to spend my life with you. Let me say since, baby, since we've been together. Why people break up? Why they do it, y'all? Tomorrow, turn around and make up. I just can't see you ever do to me. Staying around you is all I see. One more time, and all I wanna do is we all stay together. See love wherever, down the good and happy places and good lands. Let's stay together. Thank you.
All right, guys, we're coming close to the best part of the night. Palm Bluff Rising is going to give away, I think it's 5 Chromebooks. And so if you haven't, to children, of course, to kids, win. I know you got excited. But if you haven't got a raffle ticket in your college, it's cool, right? College and below? High school and below. High school and below, if you haven't gotten a ticket, please, she's gonna be passing out. One of my great chemistry students is in the house. She's gonna be passing out raffle tickets if you haven't gotten one. In the meantime, we're gonna introduce Mr. Tom Riley, Chairman, CEO, Highland Pellets, and Board of Directors of Palm Bluff Rising.
Thanks, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I want to recognize Debbie Hollingsworth, our former mayor. Thank you so much for staying involved, for your service. We appreciate that. I believe Representative Flowers is here tonight. Thank you for coming. Mayor Washington, thank you for your impassioned speech. I love the energy you have for this city. You're laser focused on solving people's problems. But you're not the only one who can solve the problems. Neither can the city council, neither can the chief of the fire department, the police department. It's up to us as individuals. And I want everyone to recognize that we can't put all of our, expectations in government to solve all of our issues. They're going to be helpful facilitators working day and night on our behalf, but it's up to us as individuals. And that kind of brings me to when I first came to Pine Bluff, one of the first buildings I came across was the Pines Hotel. I saw it had literally had a tree growing out the top of it. And I remember I asked Pat Anderson from Simmons Bank, I said, what's the story on that? And he said, oh, it's been closed down for 40 years. I said, 40 years? And it's still there? What's going on? And I looked at all these other buildings and I was just so curious about why they haven't moved forward. And over time, I found out that it was this intractable problem, too expensive to take down, too expensive to put back up. But then, over the last, as things had calmed down with us building up our Highland Pellets plant, I started delving more into the issues in Pine Bluff. And I said, I want to give a shot at this. So me and my fellow board of directors really looked into this, and we believe that we can bring it back as long as there's no significant skeletons in the closet. And we have assembled an A-team of people in Arkansas, and quite frankly across the country, to help us on this project. I want to recognize Kaki Hockersmith, who is here in the audience tonight. Jackie is a internationally renowned, nationally recognized interior design artist. She did the Clinton White House. She's actually in 3 White Houses. She's really a treasure of Arkansas. She has a deep belief and passion for the people of Pine Bluff and for history, and I know she's going to do an incredible job on this hotel. We've engaged and contracted with WER Architects, who are the premier historic preservation architects in the state. They've done a number of incredible projects, as well as East Harding, led by Van Tilbury, who did the Capitol Hotel as well. And we are taking a 2-stage process. The first stage is to make the building safe, because it's not as safe as it should be right now. So we're doing a temporary protection plan where we're going to waterproof the building, board up all the windows, secure the foundations all the way up for 4 floors, so we can make sure that the building's not going to have a structural collapse. And then we're going to do a detailed design study. It's going to be 70 rooms. We've retained the historic stained glass. And a couple of points on the hotel which are pretty incredible. It was designed by George Mann in 1911, who was a St. Louis architect but had an office in Little Rock. And he also designed the State Capitol building in 1911. And the building exhibits some of the finest interior and exterior classic detailing that exists in the state. The interior was decorated by Paul Heerwagen, who was known throughout the South as a premier decorative painter. And the combination of detailed plasterwork, mosaic tile, marble wall panels, leaded stained glass skylight, and decorative painting made the interior of the hotel one of the finest hotels in the area when it opened in 1913. So why are we doing this? Why are we crazy enough to do a $35 million hotel project in Pine Bluff? One of it is we believe that there are significant amounts of historic tax credit and new market tax credits and really creative financing structures we can bring to bear. But the other one is we're going to figure out if we can bring it back, and if there's no structural problems, we believe we will. If there are, we will figure out a way to take it down. But we, as Pine Bluff Rising and as individuals, we want to tackle the most intractable problems in this city, not just the easier ones, and it takes both. We need to go after the neighborhood cleanups. We also need to go after the blight in downtown. And the sense that I get as an outsider is too many people are waiting on someone else to go first. Well, guess what? We're going first, and we want you to join us. I encourage every one of you. There's been a lot of talk in Pine Bluff that there's too much talk and not enough action, but every one of us have something to bring. We have either capital, we have ideas, we have inspiration, but we can all show up to the table. I also want to recognize Roger Williams, who is in the audience. Roger, can you stand up? Roger's the CEO of Energy Security Partners, who's working on financing for a $3 billion gas to liquids project in North Jefferson. We wish you all the luck in the world, and thank you for choosing Jefferson County. I can tell you from my own experience, it's been a great ride. And just thank you all for your support. There will be opportunities to help on the Pines Hotel. We also will be announcing something else downtown, hopefully in the next month, which is also a very significant project. And I'm telling you, we can do it. We all have something to offer. Just get involved. Thank you very much.
All right. I need can you get a little music, please, while I give the raffle away? We got 5 computers to get away. Some kids are going to go home really happy tonight. No Facebook, all reading. She want to dance again now. I grab her hand, she don't stop. Let you pull, I'm gonna shake.
I want you to act like this is the price is right. I know everybody have heard of that. So you listen, look at your number. Look, 336 234. If you've got that number, come on down. Listen. Woo! 336 336-207. Come on down. Last three digits, 207. While 207 is coming on down, look at the last three digits. 224. Come on down. 224. Come on down. Okay, here we go, here we go. We have two left, two left, two left. 2, 3, 5. Come on down. 2, 3, 5. Come on down. If you're not present, you can't get it. 2, 3, 5. One time, 2, 3, 5, 2, 2, 3, 5, go. Here we go, here we go. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Are you here? 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Are you here? Yes. Right here. Yes. Give me the ticket. Yeah, it's a good one. Okay. Okay. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Oh! Shake it up, shake it up. Let's go. Let's go. Oh! Listen, listen. 0, 0, 6. Let's give all of our students a hand. They came out and they volunteered from Pine Bluff School District and UAPB, and we thank them so very much. Thank you, everyone.
All right. That was really, really exciting. Thank you, Miss Liddell. Miss Liddell is really great. She works. She juggles a lot of things. We're at our last speaker for the evening. I want to introduce to you a man who really needs no introduction. Chancellor Lawrence B. Alexander, Chancellor, University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. He's like, who's on the Price is Right for real? He has to get from behind all the seats. He's going to get his prize. Look what he won, everybody. A gold microphone.
Good evening, everyone. It has been a wonderful day. We started with the mayor's Unity breakfast, which was a beautiful occasion, beautiful event. I was glad to see many of you there. And nothing better than starting out a day of prayer, all on one accord for our great city. But, and I appreciate you, Dr. Watley, for calling me up here to speak. I saw my name was in the newspaper somewhere to be on the program, but I was sitting there waiting to be called. And I saw Tom come up and do his thing, and I start thinking maybe I was just there to bring the large crowd. But if that was the case, I have succeeded, and this is an exciting time to be in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. All my fellow Pine Bluffians, it is a great time to be in Pine Bluff. Yes. I'd like to speak for just a couple of minutes because I'm the last one, and I'm between you and going home. And we've enjoyed the on-call band, and we've enjoyed all of the speakers here tonight. I'm sorry I got here late, so I missed Mayor Washington, and I'm sure she brought it, as she is also capable of doing. But I do want to talk about one of my favorite subjects, and that is the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, and I won't be long. I'll be just a minute. Anybody here from University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff? There's, yes, the Golden Lion Nation is here in the house. But some of you may have heard one thing or another about the university, but the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff is a real jewel in among the great universities and institutions in our state. I came here 3.5 years ago from, in 1862, that's what we call a land grant university that was established in 1862. Fayetteville is one, University of Florida is one. I came here from an 1862 land grant research university, and I am privileged to be here and honored to be leading a historic 1890 land grant university, one of only 2 land grants in the state of Arkansas. That's something to be proud of. We are the only public historically black university the only public historically black university in Arkansas, one of 107 HBCUs nationwide, and one of the top 25 public HBCUs in the nation. And I'm proud to be here at a school where there's a 143-year tradition. We've been here in this community 143 years. That's the tradition of excellence in teaching and research and service and outreach, an institution that serves as a major economic engine and driver for this community, bringing a $100 million annual impact on Southeast Arkansas. UAPB employs a workforce of 650 full-time employees, 1,000 part-time employees. With our enrollment approaching 3,000 students, we are educating and preparing a workforce for the region and the state. And UAPB is helping to diversify the workforce in the state. And we'd like to keep that kind of talent right here in Pine Bluff, right here in this community. And so we are working to develop and partnering with business and industry in this area to further that cause in this community. As I began, this is an exciting time to be in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. I came in here, like I said, 3.5 years ago, and I was asking questions of some people. I said, well, what's going on? Where is the excitement here? Where is what do you have in terms of economic development? Because you need it. And they pointed me to Luann, and they said, that's our economic development. And I said, no, it can't be. Not one person. It takes a village. It takes a village for economic development. So when I heard about the Go Forward Pine Bluff effort, I got excited, because that's something real and tangible that's going on in this community. And we were proud to be an integral part of the Go Forward Pine Bluff effort that was started by Tommy May with the Simmons Foundation. But the folks gathered for weeks and weeks. How many in here were part of that Go Forward Pine Bluff leadership effort? Let's give them a round of applause as well. And I saw Mary Pringos, who's the chair of the Go Forward Pine Bluff. Mary, good to see you here tonight. But let me just say that you know, as soon as that effort was put out in the media, immediately negativity started to rise. You know what's holding Pine Bluff back? You know what's holding Pine Bluff back? Negativity is the inability, right, to come together around something positive for the community. There is nothing negative in Go Forward Pine Bluff. So, look, we're gonna work it. We got a plan, and we're gonna work the plan. We support the efforts of Tom Riley. I'm so glad to have Tom Riley in this community, let me tell you. And the efforts of Pine Bluff Rising and the leadership role that they have taken in this community is a good thing for Pine Bluff and the surrounding area. We're asking everyone in this community to join in this effort to improve our city, to beautify our city, to make it the best it can possibly be. So I want to commend Mr. Riley and the things that we're doing with Pine Bluff Rising. That's amazing. In addition to these two efforts, let me just tell you, UAPB is following a strategic plan of its own, and it's called Growing the Pride. Yes, growing the pride of the Golden Lion Nation. This is the formal name of the UAPB strategic plan, and the plan emphasizes growth, because that's what we want to see at UAPB, growth. That's what we want to see in Pine Bluff, growth. What do we want to see? I see you with me this evening. We're not just committed to growing larger, but we're committed to growing better. We want to be bigger and better as an institution. And there are some strategic priorities. I won't spend time going through all the little details of it. You can read it for yourself. It's on our website. But there are 5 particular priorities that are part of this plan. One is the growth in enrollment and academic excellence. That's the first one. And thanks be to God that in the last 2 years, we have grown our enrollment by 6% each year in the last 2 years. Now that has come on the heels of a 5-year decline in enrollment. And let me just tell you, it's not easy turning around declining enrollment. We have a declining college going rate in the state of Arkansas, which adds to the challenge. And so we have grown to that degree, and we are poised to grow at least another 6% this year. This fall, another 6% growth this fall, and we're looking for what that brings. The second part of that strategic planning process calls for the increases in efficiency and effectiveness of university operations, and we're doing that. We have a number of things that you can read about in the plan. Third, we're modernizing and upgrading the facilities of the campus. How many of you have been by the university in recent times? There's some people who were working before I ever got here on widening University Drive. And the work that's been done, and there were folks working right here in the city of Pine Bluff, there were folks working in Little Rock, and there were folks working in Washington to get the funds and to get that project done. It's made all the difference in the world to widen University Drive. Drive on by there, check it out. And we have been able in the last, just since I've been here, to add a brand new STEM building. I hope you've been to the STEM building recently. It's a beautiful edifice. We have lots of events there. We've also renovated about 2 old science buildings on campus, and this summer we're going to renovate a 50-year-old dormitory, a residence hall, our largest residence hall for the students that are here, the Harrow Complex. It's the one that's it's the one that houses 500 of our students, the freshman residence hall we call it. But we are going to be renovating that this summer. And right now, going up on campus is another residence hall. Right in front of the Delta complex, if you drive through campus, you're going to see a 144 unit going up. They just put up the steel beams about a couple of weeks ago, so we'll be finishing that hopefully this summer and getting that ready for this fall. While we're building that, there are plans on the drawing board for a brand new student union, which will include a grand ballroom and auditorium and all of the amenities of a modern 21st century grand ballroom. And in addition to that, we are working diligently to bring a center for biotechnology and nanosciences to our campus, because that is the next step of growth in the STEM area for our campus that's going to push us farther into the 21st century, preparing our students for the jobs of the future, and we've got some goodies in that package, and I just want to get this thing funded. What else we have in there? We've got a science museum that we want to put in there, and in addition, we want to put an IMAX theater in there because we want students. We want these young people. I enjoyed hearing the young people from Ms. Maddie Collins had come up here. We want them to come and enjoy those kinds of amenities and encourage them to stay the course in those difficult times in the STEM areas. Anybody seen the movie Hidden Figures? That's a great movie. That's the kind of thing we'd like to screen in there. It's going to be out of the movies within the year, but it can live on in places like that and doing things so that students can maintain that kind of interest. But we want to be the high-tech hub of the Delta. So we are moving in that direction. Next week I'll be going to Washington with a group of HBCU presidents. I know you might have heard about it. And are we going to meet with President Trump? I don't know. Do I want to? You bet. I want to have a good conversation with President Trump about some of the needs and how HBCUs can help our nation and things of that sort. But he hasn't committed yet, so we're still hopeful. But I do have a meeting planned with Senator Bozeman, and we're going to talk about some of the particulars involving that. But let me hurry on because you got to get home. Next, improving the development and revenue generation within the university, and that's something. We have a new institutional advancement person that we just hired, and we're going to be announcing that in just a few days, and we're going to enhance the reputation of UAPB and the visibility of UAPB. You might have seen UAPB on TV a little more, on commercials, on billboards and other things. That's our first few steps in enhancing the visibility of the university. But what is important? See, this is the point I want to leave you with. I have a self-interest in wanting to improve Pine Bluff. I want to see Pine Bluff improve because of its importance to the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. We have a shared interest in improving the city of Pine Bluff because it is the right thing to do, and this is our time. This is our time. And there are people who don't believe it. They just don't see it. But I challenge those who don't see it to take some time and vision what this Pine Bluff city can be. There's some people who've been around here a long time to tell you what it used to be. But I believe it can be much greater than it ever was. Because, and I leave you with this thought, the future of UAPB and the future of the city of Pine Bluff are inextricably interwoven together. One cannot succeed without the other. One must succeed with the other. We need each other to succeed. We need each other to succeed. So, and we know this. So we believe and we envision a greater future for the city of Pine Bluff. And I've gone over my time. Dr. Watley hasn't called me off, but that's the points that I wanted to convey to you on this evening. But I thank you for this opportunity. Good evening.
Thank you, Chancellor. That's my Chancellor. We're getting ready to get out of here. But before we leave, I have something I want to leave you guys with. A very important initiative that Pine Bluff Rising is doing. Oftentimes people come up with ideas and they want to discuss them with some of who they feel like are figureheads and X, Y, and Z before they release to the public. That's good. But now is the time to be transparent. And Pine Bluff Rising believes in full transparency. And we have decided to form an alliance. And this is on the heels of Judge Wilkins' work with career readiness. where if Go Forward comes to pass, and we support and believe it will, we're talking about a pool of perhaps $50 million initially and probably up to $100 million. That type of access to money needs to remain here in Pine Bluff. And so we are taking the initiative to form a construction and trade alliance. And this construction and trade alliance seeks to first identify all the subcontractors, local subcontractors, and tradesmen, followed by evaluating them and getting to know their skills. What exactly are they capable of doing? We also want to know what they are lacking from becoming independent. And so Pine Bluff Rising is seeking to first identify and then evaluate and then facilitate the administrative backbone of these subcontractors. We want to begin getting ready now to be able to receive the benefits of Go Forward Pine Bluff, so that those monies can stay right here in Pine Bluff. So we're working with Judge Wilkins, a few other individuals, some local subcontractors that have been contacted, but this is open to everyone in Pine Bluff. If you know a local subcontractor, tell them to contact Pine Bluff Rising, whether it's Twitter or however you may do. You can sign up out front to sign up for this alliance, so we can get our administrative pieces together. So everyone will have an opportunity, a fair opportunity to bid on these jobs and be competitive. And also in that process, we're going to set up a mentoring program with a major contracting firm to mentor our local subcontractors so they can once become independent. So do y'all think that's a good initiative? I mean, we are going to keep the dollars right here in Pine Bluff. And there's no secret. That's what we're trying to do. It doesn't have to be a secret. You know, most people want to keep that secret. Let's meet and plan around the back room. No, we're out in front. This is what we're trying to do. If you can help us get there. We need all hands on deck, and we must rise before we can go forward. Have a good night.